Welcome to a new episode where we unravel the secrets of gardening. Today we're focusing on a unique winter squash that's a fantastic low-carb pasta alternative, the spaghetti squash. Known for its stringy flesh, spaghetti squash stands out in the squash family. It's not only delicious and versatile in the kitchen, but also packed with health benefits. Low in calories and high in fiber, it's a fantastic substitute for traditional pasta, making your meals both healthy and satisfying. So are you ready to learn how to plant, grow, and store this wonderful vegetable? Stick around. First things first, planting our spaghetti squash. This is a crucial step that will determine the success of our squash garden. Let's get down to it. The best time to plant spaghetti squash seeds is when the soil has warmed up to a balmy 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Choose a sunny spot in your garden and prepare the soil by adding a good amount of compost or organic matter. This will ensure your squash gets the nutrients it needs to grow big and tasty. Now, on to planting. Create small mounds of soil about 3 feet apart. This is to ensure each squash plant has enough space to spread out and flourish. On each mound, sow about 3 seeds. Cover them with an inch of soil and water gently. Remember, consistency is key. Water your seeds regularly, but be careful not to overwater. Too much water can cause the seeds to rot. With these tips in mind, you're ready to plant your own spaghetti squash. But what's next? Let's move to the growing phase. You've planted your seeds. Now it's time to help them grow into healthy, productive plants. Spaghetti squash, like all good things in life, takes time to mature. It's a winter squash variety, which means it requires a long growing season. From the moment you bury those seeds in the soil, you're looking at roughly 90 to 100 days until you can harvest. Watering is a crucial aspect of this growth process. These plants are not a fan of dry spells, so make sure to provide a steady supply of water, particularly during dry periods. However, don't drench the soil. Aim for a balanced moist, but not waterlogged. The next stop on our growth journey is fertilization. Spaghetti squash plants are heavy feeders, requiring rich, well-drained soil. A slow-release granular fertilizer can be a game changer here. Apply it at planting and again when the plant begins to bloom. This will give your squash the nutrients it needs to grow and produce a bountiful harvest. But there's more to growing spaghetti squash than just watering and fertilizing. These plants need care. Keep an eye out for pests and diseases. If you notice anything unusual, take action immediately to keep your plants healthy. And there you have it. With proper care and patience, your spaghetti squash will thrive. But what do you do when it's time to harvest? If you are finding this video informative and helpful, don't forget to show your support by giving it a thumbs up, subscribing to our channel, and hitting the notification bell. Your participation is invaluable and greatly appreciated as it helps support the channel and allows us to continue creating content that empowers you on your health journey. Don't forget to check out the links in the description for products that promote a healthy life. Let's continue with the video. Harvesting is a rewarding phase, but storing your spaghetti squash properly is crucial to keep it fresh and flavorful for months. So, let's jump right into it. Knowing when to harvest your spaghetti squash is key. You should allow it to ripen fully on the vine. It's ready when its color deepens to a golden yellow and the rind hardens. A good rule of thumb is to press your thumbnail into the skin. If it doesn't puncture easily, your spaghetti squash is ripe for the picking. To harvest, simply cut the squash from the vine with a sharp knife or pruners, leaving about 2 inches of stem attached. This helps to prolong its storage life. Now let's move on to storing your harvest. After picking, it's best to cure your spaghetti squash. Simply leave it in a sunny spot for about a week. This helps to toughen the skin, making it less likely to rot during storage. Once cured, store your spaghetti squash in a cool, dry place, ideally between 50 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Avoid places with high humidity, as it can lead to rot. A basement, pantry, or even a closet can make a great storage spot. Ensure each squash has enough space to breathe and avoid stacking them. Regularly check your squash for any signs of spoilage. And remember, properly stored spaghetti squash can last up to 3 months, sometimes even longer. The best part is, even after months of storage, your spaghetti squash will still have that fresh garden flavor. Isn't that incredible? With these storage tips, you can enjoy your homegrown spaghetti squash all year round. In this short span, we've covered the basics of how to plant, grow, and store spaghetti squash. We've learned about the importance of proper soil nutrition, the benefits of vertical growing techniques for maximizing yield, and the ideal time to harvest for optimal flavor. We've also discovered the secret to storing spaghetti squash for months without losing that delicious taste. Remember, Every gardening journey starts with a single seed. So, get your seeds, plant them, and watch as they grow into a bountiful harvest. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more gardening tips and tricks. Happy gardening!